We are live. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Coming to you live from Australia. And how are we today? Welcome to the show. I'm David Starlyte, and I was trying to play with the background. It hasn't come. My usual background is my painting, and it's not on today, so I don't know what's going on. Welcome, Katie. How are you doing? Please say hi and welcome from Queensland, Australia. Good morning from Queensland, Australia. Katie says good evening from Missouri. I am just sorry for the mess behind me, as it usually has a colored background, so apologies for the mess. We will be starting the show shortly. During this broadcast, you can support my page by sending stars, a digital gift that helps me to earn money. So thank you, everyone. Shani says, Florida. Hi from Florida, Shani. How are you, Shani? So we are live, everyone. Please do like and share the show. It really does help the algorithms. There's a bit of a noise out there. A little bit noisy today. There seems to be some sort of construction going on or something. So that is the reality of the world. Sometimes it's a little bit noisy, isn't it? Marianne says, good morning. And how are you, Marianne? How has the week been? Happy Wednesday. It's been a little bit busy for me, but good. I'm just trying to clean up a little bit because I've got these tissues. And that's not a good look. So the tissues, all right, that's cleaned up a little bit. This is good. I can do some spring cleaning. Put that up a little bit there. And Marianne, let me know how you are. Shani, let me know how you are. So Kim says hi and welcome to the show, Kim. Great to see you. How are you doing? It's been a busy week for me here in Australia. It feels like a lot of multitasking, a lot of things going on. And today is an opportunity just to take a breath, take a breather. Things are slowing down a little bit for me, so I can just sort of find my bearings, waiting for the rain tomorrow. I knew it was coming. I got a message from the bank last night. I was on the phone to the bank and they said, oh, there's a suspicious transaction. We've placed a hold on your card. So my card has been canceled and they're sending me a new card. So anyways, I spoke to the bank and the transaction was for 0.00. And I was like, well, I don't know. That seems a bit strange, but I don't really feel very fearful about a transaction of 0.00. And they said, well, people do those transactions because they check to see if it goes through. So I don't know if any of you have had these 0.00 transactions in your account, and if the bank froze your card, or what happened, if it was suspicious. But there's too many transactions going around. I think there's too many people misusing this system we have. Too many numbers thrown around. So I just wonder if we could have something really simple, like I don't know what would work, like an eye. Maybe it could be a double thing where you have to like do your iris. You have to scan your iris, or I don't know. What do you think about these kind of security questions? Do you think there should be some kind of digital ID, that we should have some kind of system to protect us? Yes, that is testing if they got into your account or not. So they do the 000. So I was up probably, I don't know, it was probably nearly 11 p.m. talking to the bank, and they were just like, yeah, well, we don't know what this is, so we're canceling your card. And so I was like, all right. So they're sending me a new card, and they said, oh, it's going to take 5 to 10 days. So I will be free without a card. I will be liberated for a few days at least. Someone adding a savings account to my bank account, that was crazy. Oh, yeah, there's just too much of this going on, and I think the world is, everything seems so chaotic. I think we all need to just have a retreat, just slow down, just maybe we can go back to using cash or something. Gold, exchanging gold, silver, maybe silver would be nice. Luckily, haven't experienced it. Try your palm print to clock in and out. I think we've got a little dog coming to visit, perhaps. Yeah, so that's been a bit of chaotic energy for me, but generally it is the year is flying by. It's already October. It is just flying by. I can't believe how quickly it's all going, and time is moving right along. So how has the year been for you? Let's have a moment of reflection of how our goals, if we've met our goals, if we've achieved our goals, if we are happy with our achievements of the year, if we've made progress. I'm just going to be a moment and check the door for the dogs. Come on. Come on. All right, so we've got the dogs in the room. The dogs have come in. They always support the channeling. They always support the channels. So that's really helpful. Marianne says, luckily I haven't experienced, try your palm print to clock in and out. So we have little dogs here. You cannot see them. Do you want to come up so you can see? And they're very cute. And so we're discussing 2025. How has it been for you? For me, it's been some steady progress, I feel. And some shifts. So how has the 2025 been for you? Have you had any insights? Have you had any shifts? Have you had any achievements? Feel free to share. Please do like and share the show. Feel free to share in the comment section how it's been for you. Collectively, it feels like we are going through a lot of division, a lot of duality, a lot of information coming out, a lot of knowledge being shared with the world. It's a transformative time. There's no two ways about it. It's a time of change. It is chaotic, and people are often swaying from one side to the other, swaying from one extreme to the other, taking one side perhaps. And I'm always kind of curious about all the different sides, and navigating sort of more towards the middle is definitely my recommendation, my orientation, but not without common sense. I think common sense is less and less common as we get older. It seems common sense in this world seems less and less common. But come back to being grounded, come back to being practical, come back to the simple things, come back to seeing the world in a way that's a little bit more of a higher perspective, a little bit more wisdom. The way we think about aliens or extraterrestrials or foreigners, we have this idea, what is a foreigner? That concept itself is dehumanizing. The concept of aliens, it's kind of like, well, we're aliens to them. I mean, we are beings created on the planet. They may be beings created from other planets, but they're not some sort of other. We tend to other things and make it foreign, make it alien, make it like these are, illegal aliens. Even the name illegal aliens, it seems a bit crazy. And people call, they're illegals or whatever. And this othering of things, instead of understanding we're all part of the human family, and if you're not human, you're part of maybe the animal family, and that's perfectly beautiful. It's perfectly wonderful. If you come from another planet, well, you're still a being with a soul, just like human beings. There's all sorts of other beings in the world. So I think less othering and more kind of embracing the innovation, the ingenuity, the creativity of Mother Nature or God, or however you want to define these things. This is the ultimate creativity, the incredible diversity of forms, diversity of creatures, diversity of life. And that is sacred. That's got a beautiful sacred element, whether it comes from earth, whether it comes from the moon, whether it comes from the sea, the ocean. Respecting and honoring it. That's really important. Marianne says, so much political division, immigration and Islam, the two biggest issues worldwide. So much political division. Yeah, there's a lot of ideas thrown around, and I think it's important just to come back to one center. Common sense is very important and very uncommon, as we already discussed. So I think being less polarized, being honoring perspectives, and seeing the truth seeing the sacred element in all of life, and coming together as one human family. That's my prayer for the world, and having conversations with each other with mutual respect, with common dignity. So I've got a little baby right here. You cannot see him, and then I've got another one who I think is exploring under the bed. So God knows what's going on. So we're going to pick a card for 2025, just to give us a perspective about the past energies that have been running through us, and see if the Oracle has any insight for how the year has been. All right, so we're coming together. There's a strong energy of the mother, returning to the mother's love. So it's really Mother Gaia, Mother Earth. She's bringing us this energy and saying, remember the sacred birthing of all life on this planet, that this comes from this integrated life force energy, which is a deep love from Mother Earth. So she's reminding us that she is here, she is around, she's not going anywhere. She is our home, she is our true north. Don't worry about the politics, don't worry about whatever religions. She is the true custodian, the true she's the life force, the birth of all life force on this planet. We are coming into more of an age of Sirius. So Sirius is regarded as harmony and balance. So we're bringing in the harmony and balance. So that's a beautiful, and maybe you felt this in your life, just a bit more balance. Is that happening for you? I feel like for me, the last year has been a bit more balanced. It's more practical elements, multitasking, doing different things. The other message is about sharing our message with the world, sharing our message with each other, knowing that we are unique messengers, that we are unique vessels for the divine energy. We are here to dance and to share our message with the world. So that's a beautiful message for 2025. Shield, let's see. How are you, Shield? I'm doing really well. Great to see you, Shield. Welcome to the show. And please do write your comments and insights in the comments section. I think we lost Katie. I don't think she's on. And anyone else who wants to say hi, maybe share something, maybe ask for an insight, a reading, a card. I can pick a card for you. You can feel free to ask me questions. Shield wants to say hi. Please do like and share the show. That is always appreciated. And I'm going to pick a card from the Energy Oracle deck. Vlad, welcome to the show. How are you? So Vlad is in the house, and great to see you, Vlad. And we're going to pick another card now for going to look at the rest of the year of 2025. So what I get is this transformation happening and the importance for us to come into our heart space, come into this heart space. Remember who we are. I was talking a bit about remembering who we are. Come back into the heart space, and we were talking a little bit about lots of divisions, lots of dualities. Come back to the center, come back to your heart, come back to what's really important. Don't get too caught up in this cloud of confusion, chaos, division, that kind of energy. Just rise above it. Don't get too involved in it. So I'm going to need to just put these, because of the construction work or whatever is going on. Just gonna put that like that. Perfect. All right, that's a bit better. So coming back into our heart center, that's for the rest of the year. That's really important. We come back and remember our sacred essence, remember our calling, remember who we are. Next, I'm going to pick a card from the Starseed Oracle. I'm going to check the Starseed Oracle, just asking about the rest of the year. And what comes up immediately is Inner Earth. So Inner Earth, which is, it's about new solutions, new beginnings, and it's about the truth is beyond what we are seeing. So we see something that's very surface level often, and the truth has much more depth, much more wisdom, much more poignancy. So it says human beings right now is a difficult time for everyone, for the collective energy. We are going to survive this. We are going to get through this. We are going to move beyond this. Remember our stories. There's going to be a lot more revealing of the mysteries of our history and the lost lands, the Lemuria, Atlantis, Ayurveda, Agatha, all the Hindu and Celtic mythology, Tibetan Buddhism, Shambhala in Tibetan Buddhism, the mystical city thought to be located in the Himalayas. This is coming out. This is slowly, we're seeing the temples. We're starting to see the truth. It's being revealed, the mysteries of the inner earth. So the rest of 2025, solutions are going to be revealed. So surprising outcomes, surprising solutions, innovations, resolutions. It's really about shifting everything in the past that was an obstacle, that was stuck, that was in your way, shifting it, transforming it, using alchemy, using transformative spirit of the mind to shift things, to shake up the energy, to energize what normally was dead and bring it to life, bring things to life, raise up the energy, and lots of unexpected solutions, lots of shifts in focus, lots of opportunities. So really, it's quite exciting for the rest of the year. I feel an excited energy. Welcome to the show, Carlos. Great to see you. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? Marianne has a question. Will my aunt create drama on Friday morning for my sisters? I can't trust her not to try something. All right, we will pick a card from the Energy Oracle deck, just asking about this situation for Marianne. All right, so there's a clear sort of paradoxical energy. It's almost like everything is wrapped around itself, and it cannot breathe. It cannot bring a solution or flow. So it's almost like you can imagine a river is blocked. So the lines are not connected. So or you can imagine just a sort of enmeshed energy. I get a real enmeshed energy with this, Marianne. So I wouldn't think too much about this. This is enmeshment, and that's very clear from the card. It's enmeshment, and I wouldn't say there's going to be anything different from that. So yes. So the answer would be yes, or the answer would be enmeshment. So just accept it for what it is, or take it for what it is. Any more questions coming through in the comments section? Otherwise, I am going to have a sip of my tea. Beautiful tea. I do enjoy my tea. Katie is online, and welcome, Katie. Katie is in Missouri. So anything for me, for my highest and greatest good. So I'm just scratching my nose. I'm sorry for that. Katie. All right, so bringing the energy through. All right, so it's almost like there's a worry over you, and we need to just shift that away. Know that everything is working out, and it's all almost like going in the same direction. Everything is transforming. So everything, it's like the seed is sprouts and it's bursting out with life, and then it becomes a plant, and it grows leaves, and ultimately it will pass away. It will go back into the earth and be recycled and become the soil for other growth, for other life forms. So there's an organic nature to the world. And for you, Katie, it's almost like grounding yourself back into the earth, remembering that all of life is impermanent, and there's nothing really for us to worry about. Everything's going to work out. Our soul is living forever. Our soul is eternal. We don't need to be worrying. We each have a sort of chapter in the book of life. So it's important we enjoy this chapter, that we take advantage of it, that we use it, the opportunities, to the best of our ability. So let's have a look into the cards for you, Katie. So this card says the way to respond to what you're seeing around you is appreciate the little things. So appreciate the little things, Katie, the things that maybe you take for granted. Maybe there's so much human beings, there's so much we tend to take for granted. So come back into simplicity, into something very core, something very real for you. And maybe having a little flower, blessing a little flower, maybe that would be a beautiful practice for you. Maybe having an indoor plants, I feel, would be good for you. Something for you to tend over and remind you of the simple things, the beautiful things, the way we weave together our life, our world, our consciousness, and how really everything comes from a sort of neutral space or spaciousness of almost like consciousness experiencing itself, but wisdom being expressed in all of reality. And it's only us that makes something wrong, makes something right, makes something left, right, up, down. But actually, there's a synergy in all life forms. There's a tapestry of grace, of wisdom, of intelligence, and your soul is here to remind you. Don't worry about the little, the big things, the little things. Don't sweat the small stuff. And I am going to pick another card for you, Katie. And I'm going to see what comes through. And this card similarly just reminds you to surrender to the sweetness. Did I pick this card for you before? It's like, just get really simple. Like, I have my tea, and just appreciate the cup of tea, where it comes from. Just think of, like, I like Sri Lankan tea, for instance. I've been to Sri Lanka, and just remind yourself of the sun on the earth, and somebody maybe watered the tea plantation. Somebody was watering it, somebody was tending to it. I know Dilma Tea is a family. It's a family of tea makers. And just remember the origin. How did it even, it was growing for all that time, and then drying outside, and people were sort of selecting it and dividing it up and packaging it, and so many processes involved. And once it's packaged, then it probably went to a ship and sat on a ship for however long, and went to a port. And then, it's extraordinary when you just break it down sequentially, and you think, well, how did that tea end up on my table? In my teapot, how did that tea end up there? And it's really helps to appreciate the things we take for granted, the things that we don't realize how special they are. So Venus energy is about pleasure. It's about joy. It's about embracing the good things, Katie. So beautiful, beautiful message coming through. Thank you to Katie. Catching up on the messages. Shani says, can I have a general reading? Shield says, I've been feeling out of tune lately and wondering what's going on with me. Please have a read. Vlad says, anything for highest and greatest good is appreciated. Thank you. And Katie says, yes, that resonates. I have a bunch of indoor plants. Beautiful. So I think Shani. And I'm just checking on the little baby. He's sleeping. We've got a sleeping baby over here. And Katie says, beautiful. Thank you, Katie. All right, so we were on Shani. Okay, just trying to get this there. All right, so Shani, let's start with you and have a look at So I get the need to remember. It's almost like you filled your mind with so many things that you've forgotten the essence. You've forgotten who you are. You've forgotten that you are the artist. You are the artist. You are the artist of your life. So coming back almost to a blank canvas, and that's gonna help you sort of gain a perspective on your own sort of creative ability. How, if your life is this canvas, you are the artist. You're able to manifest. You're able to also have accountability. What you see is what you've created. So there is an accountability. There is a sense of, well, what I see is what I have created. But you have this beautiful new earth card, and that's you stepping into this new world. So this is very encouraging to hold the vision, to keep moving forward. I'll show that card again. It's very, very beautiful, Shani. So this card is really bringing you this reminder to hold the vision, to keep going. And we've got an almost alchemy kind of card that tells me that you have a lot of abilities. You have this blank canvas, and it's up to you to fill it with your creation. So keep the vision, keep the faith, and remember that you are the one you've been waiting for. So come back into your own power, and remember that you are part of this new energy awakening, bringing in the new earth. So thank you, Shani. Shield says, I've been feeling out of tune lately and wondering what's going on with me now. Please have a reading. All right, so Shani has been... Shield has been out of tune. Let's have a look. Shield. Okay. All right, so I feel like there's a few messages coming through for you, Shield. Let's have a look at the energy oracle cards. Shield. Okay. So I feel like it's almost like there's been a little bit of isolation, a bit of forgetting the almost like financial constraints, but forgetting the sweetness. So I've got this card to remind you to remember the sweetness, Shield. Remember the honey. And sometimes that honey is not external. It's inside of us. It's within us. It's the beautiful, sacred energy we're all born with, the pure soul of a baby, an infant, coming into this world with this tenderness, this complete openness, this blank canvas I was talking about before. And this is very much about tending to your own garden, caring for your body, resting. So come back to the simple elements, the simple things. This card says, reminding you that you're not alone. Reach out to other people, community. The isolation is not helping you to water your garden. That's you as well, bringing in the new energy, the new earth. And this is reminding you of the essence of the divine feminine energy. So you are here to embody the divine feminine energy and remember who she is. Remember that she is with you, and call her into your reality. Call her into your world. Call her as your mother, as your guide, as your custodian, as your treasure trove. All right, so I'm going to pick another card for you. Let's have a look, Sheila. Okay. All right, so this card is also you, and that's reminding you to clear all the energies of your childhood, all the energies of past lives. Do some resolution exercises, clearing the clearing your journey, releasing past contracts, releasing past energies, releasing them all, contracts, releasing them. And that's going to assist you to bring in the new energy. So make sure all your childhood energies have been resolved, that all the energies cleared, so that you can really come into your fullness, come into your wholeness, bring all your energy into the present moment. So you may help you doing some journey work, some clearing work, some cutting cords work. So you can cut all the cords with people in the past and some even in the present. So cutting all the cords so that you can really become a clear channel, a clear conduit, a clear vessel for divine spirit, for feminine energy, for the divine goddess, for the mother, the divine feminine. She's calling you back home, Shield. All right, so thank you, Shield. Vlad would like to know something for the highest and greatest good. Anything for the highest and greatest good is appreciated. All right, so Vlad, we are coming to you live. There we go. I just got a bit distracted with that. I remembered I had a moment where I was like, oh, I think I know where I put that money. I put some money away and I couldn't find it yesterday. I was searching yesterday for this money. I was like, where did I put it? Where did I put it? And I just kind of realized I had this little, it's like, I don't know what you call a little bag. Got this little bag. And then I was like, oh, did I put it in the bag? And yeah, lo and behold, I put it in this bag. So there was the money and it was right there, but my mind kind of blocked me. And I was like, I literally searched everywhere and I was like, I don't understand. It was right there. And I put it, where did I put it? All right. So Vlad, coming back to your own creative self, remembering your own power. So this is about stepping up into your power. And it says, don't get overwhelmed by this concept, like thinking you need to sort of become some, I don't know, some titan of business or build some empire. This is not about empire building. This is about trusting your intuition, taking small steps. So small steps. And small steps over time gradually result in or lead to results. So baby steps. And it's saying just gently follow your intuition. All right, so let's pick from this other deck for you, Vlad. And it says also appreciate the people around you, appreciate the connections you have. And even though there's a lot of imperfection in the world, there's also a lot of perfection. And when you can see the imperfection as perfect as well, it uplifts everything. You see, oh, that's a mess, but actually I can purify it. I can clean it up. I can make it beautiful again. So when you see the mess, don't let that bring you down. It's saying don't bring you down. Instead, you raise things up. When you see someone, it's almost like you see someone fall to the ground. You can put your hand out, raise them up, encourage them. So you have this ability to support and encourage other people. And part of that is is helping other people, is being like a supportive vessel. This message is encouraging you to remember that you are worthy. You are also worthy of power, of asserting yourself, of being, I would say, being like this idea of the divine masculine, of bringing your force into the world. And that doesn't mean you lose your sensitivity. It just means you step up your masculine vibration and be your own force. Bring your own force and your own expression into the world, not in a negative way, in a positive way. I see this as a really positive energy, but it's more masculine, stepping into more of a masculine energy for you, Vlad. All right, so any new comments? I think Shield says thank you. Vlad says, remind me of some money I misplaced a while ago, but still haven't found it yet. Yeah, well, you just never know. You just never know where the money's hiding. And it's funny that I do these things. I think I'm being clever, but then I'm too clever for myself. So it's strange. It's like I'm the one who put it in the bag, but then I'm the one who totally forgot I put it in the bag. So I think one has to be keep things quite simple. I remember last year, and I left my keys I put my keys in a desk, and I left them there, and I arrived at the airport. This was near Sydney, and I realized that I'd left my keys in the desk. So it's like being clever, putting my keys in the desk. That seemed clever, but it was too clever for me. So I need to just keep things really simple. Make sure I don't complicate my life. Just put the money out there so I can see it. Don't be too clever. All right, everyone. Let me know in the comments section if there's more questions, more comments, more insights, more anyone would like a final reading. I think an appreciation for liking and sharing the show. Vlad says thank you, Vlad. And anything else to say? Let's check into the Starseed Oracle. And the Oracle reminds us of the importance of small things, the small things that we do. Sometimes Rome wasn't built in a day. The little things, we don't make progress. We don't need to think of making these huge leaps. We can just take little steps forward. Marianne says, I've done things like that. I hid stuff too well. Yeah, it's something strange that I do. And there's so much that I just don't know where it is, I only seem to know what's really in front of me, and there's anything that's behind, I just don't know that it's there. So most of my life, I think most of my possessions, I don't know that they exist. I only know the things I can see right in front of me. So I don't know what that says about me. So let's pick a final card for the week ahead. Let's have a look there. And this is a beautiful card. It says, you are a multifaceted, unique creature. Let yourself be seen. Let yourself come out to play. The courageous peony. So that's actually a flower. And I'm just looking here. That's a flower. So the peony, do you know the peony flower? It's about embracing all aspects of who we are without apology, bringing our fullness into the world, to be more visible, to be seen, to allow our incredible, multifaceted, true nature be revealed in the world. So beautiful. A beautiful card. Marianne says, kiss the furniture, children. They're so pure when it comes to love. Out of sight is out of mind. Well, definitely for me, that's the case, Marianne. So I'm wishing you all a beautiful week ahead. It's been a privilege being with you today. Thank you so much, Marianne, for the comments, and thank you for everyone for being here. Wishing you a beautiful evening and good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. Sending you lots of love, and I'll see you all next week. Stu says, fun show. I got tickled with finding money. I've done the same thing today. Wow. So Stu's also finding money in funny places. And so maybe just laughing at ourselves and seeing the humor, not taking ourselves too seriously. So have a beautiful week, Stu, and lots of love to you in Florida. And we will see you next week.